the problem today is that we do live in a society of choice. But the problem is not that these choices are false choices. You know, the fundamental paradox of state authority. You are given a free choice on condition that you make the right choice. No, today, like when you use Uber or whatever, you are bombarded by or demanded to make massive choices, but without being qualified to make properly these choices. I will quote here, not a friend of mine, but he really hates it, severe critic John Gray. But he was right when he wrote this, quote, "We have been thrown into a time in which everything is provisional. New technologies alter our lives daily. The traditions of the past cannot be retrieved. At the same time, we have little idea of what the future will bring. We are forced to live as if we were free." And to conclude, to provoke you, my solution is we cannot get rid of simply of the figure of the master. Why not? Because when you say not master but free individuals, but these free individuals who experience maybe even themselves as free. What is more free today than surf the web, you make all the choices you want? Their freedom is already regulated without you even being aware of it. And to become aware of how false your freedom is, you need a figure of a master, a leader. Let's be careful here. Not the traditional leader who pretends to know better than you what is good for you. No, we need new leaders whose simple message is you can. You are not caught into your determined circumstances. You have a fundamental choice. You can do it. Obama used this, yes, we can. Later, he disappointed us, we know. But this was an authentic moment. In his first electoral campaign, I think, Barack Obama, when his message was just, yes, we can. That's the leader. And that's also why my final philosophical point, we cannot simply renounce in certain situations acting like masters, assuming authority when the situation condemns us to do it. I will not quote it again. I refer here to Hannah Arendt's beautiful short text on education, where she says, let's say you are now head of an impoverished family, your small children are totally confused, they don't know what is going on, what should they do, should we, and they ask their parents, father, mother, please give us some orientation. The literally truthful and honest thing would have been for father or mother or another authority, yeah, that's true. I forgot where it is taken, thanks Russia, to say, listen, we are confused as you. Today's situation is chaotic. We don't know. You just have to find your way. No, although we are not justified to claim authority, we have heroically to assume it. We have to heroically act as if we have authority. You know, it's the same thing as, to conclude with a philosophical point, it's the same thing as, let's say, I am a cognitive scientist, and I'm not, but I follow the debates there. And many of them claim our human freedom is a user's illusion. Everything is already decided in advance at the level of neurobiological processes and so on. So, let's say, sorry for this stupid example, let's say I see in a pool near my house a small girl slowly drowning. She cannot swim. And then the logical formulation would have been for me a consequence to say, I don't have freedom of my will, so why should I worry? Whatever I will do is predetermined. I shouldn't be held responsible. No, you are. Even if cognitively you know, but I don't believe this theory, that you don't have free will, you should act as if you have a free will. That's the paradox today. We need not leaders who know better than us. We need experts, but not as leaders. We need leaders who give us back our freedom, not the vulgar everyday freedom of will I go to this movie theater or to another, but this basic freedom of changing the coordinates of our life. If we don't regain this freedom, then we are lost.